Okay, our first presenter this morning is from the town of Groton, John Burt. John Burt has been the town manager for the town of Groton since July of 2017. And he's done a great job since then. Prior to Groton, he spent 11 years as the county administrator of Oswego County in Michigan. He also served with Barron County in Michigan for 9 years, and the last few years of that service was as the Director of Planning and Geographic Information Systems. Now, the town manager is directly responsible for the daily operation and administration of the town. He's also managing the 10 departments and over 260 employees for the town. Additionally, the town manager is responsible for ensuring that all the laws and ordinances governing the town are faithfully executed. And John is a credentialed manager through the International City-County Management Association, the ICMA, and he's one of only 13 of such credentialed managers that we have in the state of Connecticut. He received his bachelor's degree from Central Michigan University and a master's degree from Western Michigan University. Now, John and his wife of over 24 years, Stacy, reside in Groton with their 2 children, Thomas and Anna. Please welcome John Burt.
Good morning. Thank you for being here. Any event that has bacon on the menu is great in my book, so I'm a happy camper this morning. As I mentioned, I moved here about a year ago from Michigan. As I researched the area, I saw lots of information about Mystic, not as much about Groton. Especially the town of Groton hadn't done as much at that point through social media, through the internet, on promoting what's here. That's changing. I'm here to talk about some of what we're doing. Especially with electric boat growing, this is a great golden opportunity for us to expand what we're doing, take advantage of what's happening there. We do have some challenges, though. The town is lacking a sense of place as a community without a traditional gathering spot, without a traditional downtown. We also have some housing challenges to overcome. As many of you saw in the economic and market trend analysis completed in 2016, over 80% of Groton's workforce lives outside of the town. I want people to live in this town. I want people to spend their money here, buy houses here, or rent here, whatever the case may be. But to do that, we need increased housing options, especially for millennials. I just bought a house 2 days ago. My honey-do list went from nothing to several pages long, many pages. As a matter of fact, right before I came up here, I realized I've got paint. I've been painting rooms. I got paint all over my glasses, and it's like kind of throwing me off. You know, I like doing that stuff. For a lot of people, they don't want to do all those things. They want to rent. With millennials, they want more of a walkable neighborhood. They want retail and restaurants and everything right in the housing in one area. So that's more of our focus right now, is that mixed-use development. We recently learned from the Southeastern Connecticut housing study that many people want to rent first when they come to get to know an area, and later on possibly buy a actual house. But a lot of our apartment stock is older. We're trying to change that around, have more of that walkable community, like I said. First thing we're doing is trying to market some of our town-owned properties, as well as the state-owned Mystic Education Center. We recently went out for a request for proposals for the MEC, the Mystic Education Center. Got a lot of great responses, with projects proposed from $30 million to $80 million. So staff is now interviewing in conjunction with the state on the short list of respondents. Once we get this going, developing that property will enhance the area, increase the tax base, and increase residential offerings to our residents. Next up is Groton Heights. We've been publicizing that for about 9 months, getting lots and lots of interest in that. Not quite as big a project, but you know, phenomenal historic building, working with the city on changing the zoning there to allow what we want to do there. So that's coming along great. That request for proposal should be released at the end of this month, end of June. Next up will be Sealy School, 529 Gold Star Highway, Pleasant Valley School, and Colonel Ledgert School. So we have a lot of things on the horizon that should increase our housing options here. Tax increment financing, or TIF, that was just passed by the council, started by the former council, passed by the new council just earlier this month. Essentially, TIF would be used for supporting real estate, business, and economic development projects that otherwise would not occur without that financing component. I'm very excited about that. We're working on the master plans for the designated areas to start our focus on. Route 1 is one of them. We're working on a developer on 117, 184 to do a development, as well as working with Mayor Hedrick and the city for Thames Street and Five Corners. Very excited. My dream is I'd love to see Thames Street, Five Corners, see the Groton City side develop, Route 1 continue to develop and redevelop all the way over to Mystic and have one complete tract there. So that's a big goal of mine. Thames River Innovation Place, or TRIP, we've been involved with that. It's a regional initiative working with cities of Groton and New London. The Thames River region is one of only 4 places to get that grant. One of the projects we've been involved with and that I'm most excited about is the Connecticut Supply Chain and Marine Consortium. The goal of that is to growing a network of small to medium-sized supply chain companies with a Thames River epicenter. With the growth of EB, it's an ideal time to better position ourselves and support the demand for undersea and marine businesses that in turn support end users like EB. So a lot of good things going on with that. Zoning regulations, we're working our way redoing the zoning regulations, working with the zoning commission, focusing first on those that have the most economic impact. That's coming along well. Especially have sort of a timeline on that. At the end of this year, the zoning commission will merge into the planning commission as part of streamlining processes. Towards that end, we've also moved Quantic Ridge Fire Marshal into our annex so that when much of the commercial property in town is within Quantic Ridge Fire Department district, so we want people to be able to come in more of a one-stop shop to our annex and be able to get their plans reviewed and development going. We also have the health department doing 1 day a week there towards that end to help do that. Groton 2020 plan, I get a lot of questions on that. That's ongoing in terms of putting eventually the middle school on the Merritt property. We're working towards getting the development restrictions released on that property. They will be in turn placed on the Boulder Heights property, as well as the Kolnaski School property. Working through that process, hope to have that accomplished in the next few months so we can eventually build the combined middle school. As you know, the quality of the schools is an important piece of what young families look at when coming to the area. So that's going well. I want to thank Electric Boat. They've been actually working with us on the Kolnaski School property. They have their own property on Quantic Road there. They're working with us to give us some parking spots there to access that conservation easement. So EB's been a great corporate partner, so that's been really nice. We're working on wayfinding. Has everybody seen the logo that we adopted recently? Has everybody seen that? Oh, it's up there. I didn't even look. Sorry. Great logo. Oh, it's gone now. You see the color, we're incorporating the color scheme and the logo into the wayfinding signage master plan, trying to make it easier for new people to the community to find where things are, let them know they're in Groton, what all is going on. I know as I moved here from Michigan, it took me, and I'm still learning the roads, it took me quite a while to learn the roads and why does Route 1 have so many names? Long Hill, Quantic, Fort Hill. People would name a road and I'm like, where's that? I thought that was a different road in. But so that's, that's coming along well. Marketing is definitely our focus upcoming. We've put together we're doing brand creation. We're got a professional marketing package put in place that we can hand developers. We've got the Explore More Groton website that's now in place, focused solely on economic development. Has everybody been to the Explore More Groton website? Have people seen that? Have they looked at it? If you haven't, you really should. It's getting a lot of usage out there by potential developers. There's a great 4-minute video that shows over, I think, 40 locations in Groton that, it's amazing. It shows really what we have going here. Staff's also going to, we look at the analytics of that website, we're seeing a lot of people are looking out of New York, Boston, Hartford, so that's a lot of where our focus is going to go. Staff's going to go to, the next several months, be going to different trade shows in those areas, trying to get developers to come here. So that's really great. It kind of wrapping up, the current and former town councils did a great job investing in economic development. We're seeing that come to fruition, their efforts. A lot's going to be happening in the next couple of years. And I can tell you, looking through a fresh set of eyes, that this is an amazing place. While we certainly have our challenges, we have many strengths that we need to take advantage of. The next 2 years are really exciting. Okay, thank you.